Imagine creating a world so fascinating, so complex, so engaging, that thousands upon thousands of readers, listeners, watchers, thinkers, and players become absorbed in the rich settings, characters, and events that you have created. What impact can that have? Multimodal literacy in the 21st century. It's all around you. Can you see it? Do you even know what it is? Examples of multimodal texts are everywhere. Novels, short stories, comic books and graphic novels, movies and television shows, video games, and even websites. How many of these do you engage in a single day? Multimodality is the synthesis of various layers of content. For example, this movie is multimodal because it utilizes text, voice, image, music, and technology. Another definition would be to say that Star Wars is multimodal because it has movies, books, comics, video games, collectibles, associated music, and so on. Modern literacy is broadened in scope because it is tied to our ever-advancing technology and culture. Therefore, it is constantly transforming in nature. As we gain additional technology and cultural practices, our multimodal literacy will evolve. Your job is to embrace the multimodality of the world and recognize the benefits to being literate in many different forms. Perhaps you're familiar with some of these references.
I guess we'll have to eat this boring oatmeal.
It's a trap!
Wow, Admiral Akbar!
I want you to join the dark side. Yes, you, dimwit! You'll cruise the galaxy in a pimped-out ride, blow up entire planets on a whim, and shoot at fat men just for fun. Plus, you get money for junior college and sloppy joes on Tuesdays.
I can kill you without a tray, with the power of the Force, which is strong within me.
I am the father.
No. It's not true. That's impossible.
You probably hear things like this on an almost daily basis, on TV, the radio, in music, advertisements, or any other form of media. Since George Lucas created a world that is so enthralling, it has become part of our everyday lives and the lexicon we are exposed to, whether we realize it or not.
What do you mean?
What does this mean? What does this have to do with you, the student? Well, maybe Star Wars doesn't have anything to do with it, other than being a prime example of a multimodal creation and a great world that was created from someone's imagination. But that's just it. Multimodal literacy in the 21st century? It's everything. On a daily basis, you likely read blogs or articles, play games online or on a console, flip through a few channels on the TV, and if you're a reader, maybe pick up a comic book or a new novel from your favorite series. Little do you realize you're engaging in multimodal literacy, something that is growing in importance, but sadly not in recognition, especially in many classrooms. Here, now, all of that is going to change. So let's get technical. By the end of this unit, you'll be able to comprehend and interpret a variety of print, non-print, and electronic texts, along with other media using effective strategies before, during, and after reading, viewing, and listening to self-selected and assigned materials. And on top of that, you will compose in a variety of modes by developing content, employing specific forms, and selecting language appropriate for a particular audience and purpose.
Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
What?
You're far too trust.
Sound intimidating? Don't worry. You already do most of these things on a daily basis. You pass value judgments on everything you look at. Now think about it. Why don't you like that book you read last year? Or why does that new TV show suck? That new pop song that you find really catchy? The objective now is to simply see all of these forms of media as means of multimodality and acknowledge the purpose and significance of each. You will find the tools to do so in this classroom. What questions should you ask yourself? What elements are evident in these worlds? What pieces create the overall puzzle? How can you begin to think in a way in order to create your own worlds? Prepare to engage in conversations with your classmates about some of your favorite works, whether they are books, a movie adaptation, or something else altogether. Get ready to critically analyze the value of multimodal approaches to a text by exploring not only novels, but the movies, graphic novels, web pages, and even video games that have been created to supplement them. Finally, hypothesize why these worlds are created in each different mode and compare and contrast the values of each. Ultimately, at the end of this unit, you will create your own interpretation on one of your favorite texts. Want some ideas?
I'm not weak.
Then prove it.
If Voldemort's building up an army, then I want to fight.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall, tell him a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small.
You can choose from one of these texts for your final project, or choose one of your own. The only requirement? That it have at least one mode other than a novel form. Your goal would be to reinterpret one of these multimodal worlds in a new form. Have fun creating worlds through words and images, and may the Force be with you.
It's a trap!